Hello! It has been so long since I have bought a collection of paper scrapbooking products. It's been so long that I actually had to check my stash and see. And can you guess what the last collection was that I bought and what year it was? The last collection that I bought was Amy Tangerine. This is the Heart and Hustle collection. This was the last collection that I bought. And so I wanted to do, I guess, a bit of an unboxing, or just, I guess, really like a product share with you guys, because I've already taken it out of the box, but I want to show you guys this beautiful collection. I know many of you have probably already seen it before, but just in case some people haven't, I thought I would share it. It's one of my favorite ways to familiarize myself with product, is to make a little unboxing video and really take a close look at these beautiful, beautiful goodies. This collection was suggested to me as I returned to the scrapbooking scene wholeheartedly. I've been kind of like 1 foot in and 1 foot out for the past couple of years, doing some layouts, but not a whole lot. So I wanted to just show you how I store my collections as of the last time that I had a collection. So what I do is I put the paper in this folder that I make with a Ziploc bag. In this case, I made it with a Hip Kit Club bag. I always put a piece of chipboard in to make it nice and sturdy in my shelf. I do store them vertically, and I will insert some footage right here that shows how I store these. Okay, so this is my scrap room, and this large calyx unit that's on my back wall here. In these cupboards, I keep my paper, and it's stored vertically. Sorry about the shaky camera here, but this is all of the collections that I have. And I do store some of my pattern paper by color here in the front too, but most of these are collections. I can pull it out just like this. It's a basic gray one, Grand Bazaar, and then I can just stick it back in when I'm finished with it. So that's how I store it. And then I do, if I have embellishments to go along with a collection, I will usually just kind of slip them in. These stickers are pretty thin and not too bulky. These ones are dimensional, but I still stuck them in here for whatever reason. And then I always put a little note to say whether there's something else I should look for. So look for die cuts in a drawer in a separate baggie, suede bows in my dimensional sticker drawer, and wool circles in my dimensional circle drawer. So I just put that on a little Project Life note card or something. Oh, look, I also have these little puffy hearts. So I put all that together. This collection, by the way, is from 2017. So it's been a while since I've bought a collection back. Now, the collection that I bought is Vicki Boutin's Fernwood Collection. I really, really love this collection, and it was recommended to me by some of the folks over on Patreon. I was asking the people over in my Patreon community, what have I been missing? What should I kind of look for first? This was a while ago, probably right before Christmas. And so they directed me to this collection and said that they love it and that they thought that I would love it. Some of them did. So I decided to check it out, and lo and behold, I adored it when I saw it. So I immediately placed it into my cart. I bought this at scrapbook.com. And I will show you through the collection pack in detail. It includes 24 designs, 24 sheets of double-sided paper. I'm going to move these embellishments out of my way. And there's no branding on the designer strip, so you could use this for, it's not perforated or anything, so you do have to trim it off. I prefer that. I don't like it when it's perforated because sometimes the perforations show when you trim it. You can use these trims for all sorts of different little extra embellishments as well. I like to use them as strips on my papers. So this is a beautiful floral. It's absolutely gorgeous. And Vicki Boutin's collections, you're probably familiar with them, but they have a real distressed mixed media look. And so this collection is really great if you love that mixed media look, but you don't like to get messy and actually make it yourself. Or these pages can also become bases for your own mixed media work. And you can mix in your own layers that you did with your jelly printer or whatever. So This is a beautiful green. I love, love, love this. This needs to be a background for one of my daughter's pages because she loves that color green. This has a very monoprint look as well. This is a very distressed and lots of browns in this. I like that Vicki Boutin's collections have lots of browns in them. So that's really pretty. They make a really nice autumn pages, but they're nice all year round. This is a gorgeous orange, and I love this circle design, the overlapping circles that create these little diamond shapes. Beautiful, beautiful butterflies. Vicki really knows how to do butterflies. Very sunshiny yellow pattern. This pattern is really beautiful. It's this kind of very large piece. You could cut this out, or you could, this is a great way to have a really easy, quick page that still has a lot of pizzazz. So one thing that I've done in the past is I've taken an X-Acto knife and put a pad underneath of this and cut out little parts of this without cutting out the whole thing, and then slip a 4x6 photo in right here so that it looks like this is layered over top of it. And then you just have to add a title and some journaling, and really that's all that you really need for embellishment. You might want to put a little something something up here in the corner or something, but really, really great way to make a fast page. I apologize that all of these are going to be sideways because it helps me to show the collection most efficiently. So this colorful stripe is really beautiful too, and this forest pattern. I love these trees, and I love the kind of like the outline of the deer. So pretty. And of course, mushrooms. I love me some mushrooms. This is a really pretty floral, and I really like how unique it is. It's not like all the other florals we've seen, so this is very, very nice. Love that. And some good old beautiful hexagons and a nice bright colorful and with patterns and stuff, and lots of distressing details on these papers. They really remind me of old basic gray papers. Yeah, they have a real basic gray feel to them. This is a beautiful green stripe. And ferns, oh my goodness, so pretty. I love the pattern those ferns make. A ledger paper, which I adore ledger paper. And this paper here is really, really beautiful. This would look very nice cut out, so to use the little cameras as embellishments, or a little strip of cameras. Oh, I love that. But look at the back side of that paper. That is really, really beautiful. I love these clouds, and I love how it's got this, look at the detail. It has, you can see newsprint behind the cloud. It's like a cloud photo. It almost looks like transfer tape technique. Really beautiful. I'll move it so that you can see these. So we've got some cut aparts here. Really pretty bird and a dragonfly. Dragonfly is on my practices logo, so I like anything with butterflies to scrapbook work related pages. Beautiful view with these really pretty blue flowers. They're gorgeous. And look at this. Is that called thistle? I adore this flower, whatever it is. Love it. And then the back side is this. Again, it looks like a mixed media background. Then we have some larger cut aparts. These ones are 4x6s. Very pretty. There's a big giant camera. So pretty. This is such a nice journaling card for Project Life. I feel like, oh, I changed my mind immediately, but I was going to say, I feel like cutting these out right now and just sticking them in my Project Life stuff, but turn the paper over, and this is a really beautiful print. I adore this, and I think I like this better than any of those individuals. So then it looks like the whole thing repeats. So we get two of each thing. I didn't mention this kind of sunburst or starburst or whatever you call this burst of color type of pattern. Love, love, love this. And so much detail. Each pattern is different and has different underlying patterns as well. Yeah, and then we're repeating. So really beautiful. It's been a long time since I've had a pack like this. And look, there's a little kind of snapshot of all of the different patterns that come in it, a little inspiration piece and an inspiration card. This is art for everyone. So this is really, really beautiful. I'm going to make myself one of those folders to put this paper in. So I went downstairs to my storage area and pulled out one of these pieces of chipboard. Although, you know, I might not even need to add chipboard because this has chipboard in it. Yeah, I might not even include that, to be honest. Or maybe I will. It gives me something solid to attach my tab to. I actually cut this bag because it's way too big as it is. Actually, I'm just going to put the paper right in the bag. It's been like 5 years since I've done this, so. And then what I usually remember doing is lining it up on my craft mat and just cutting along one of the lines on my grid mat. Because I don't need all that excess plastic. There we go. And then what I normally do is I take something that's representative of the pack, and usually I want to capture something that's got a lot of the colors in it. I think I might go for this over here. Yeah, why don't we go with this? So I use my Stampin' Up punch to just grab a little sample of the collection. And then I use a permanent marker, Fernwood, Vicky Booten. Yeah, that's permanent. Fernwood, Vicky Booten. And I am very visual, so for me, getting that little glimpse of the pattern is even more important than having a super legible label. I'll know it as soon as I see it that that is the Vicky Booten collection. So I put this here, and actually what I do is I actually staple this right to the plastic even. There we go. And so I'll staple it again. This time I stapled right through the plastic. I'm also going to staple it up here and here, just every so often, to just keep it nice and firm so that when I pull it out, I pull it all out. And what I had been doing is slicing this open, so cutting along this or even cutting it that way to make it smaller, but that makes it quite flappy, and I kind of regret doing that. So I think I'm going to stop making them like this and just make them like little, basically little bags that sit on their sides like this. But let's look at the rest of these embellishments that coordinate with this set. I think I'll take it out so you can see a little smidgen of the paper while I'm showing these things. So I didn't get the entire collection. I just got the stuff that I thought I might use. I did not get the thickers because I do not need more thickers. I mean, who am I kidding? We always need more thickers, but I had to choose between things. I only had so much of a crafty budget. So I'm going to, as I do this, I'm going to repackage these things so that when it comes time for me to use this collection, everything is ready to go. So I do typically repackage at least my thickers, my thicker letter stickers, but I usually repackage all of my thickers, like even these are chipboard stickers, for example. It's called Beautiful Day. This one is called. The only thing thing with the paper pack is you don't get to see the names of each of the papers, and I love the names of the papers. So by repackaging these into my own little bags, these are Owl Pack open-ended polyethylene bags. I get the 2 mil kind. That's the information on it, if you're interested. So the reason I do this is that it becomes a lot easier to slide the stickers in and out of its packaging when the packaging is just slightly more loose than what the manufacturer puts it in. So I start by gluing this label to the bag, and then I just kind of press it down, and sometimes these let go over time, but I'm not too concerned about it. So before I put these in the package, let's just really appreciate these. They're beautiful chipboard. They're not too thick. They're fairly thin chipboard, which means they won't add too much bulk to your pages, or if you want to use them in a pocket page or something like that. And they have like beautiful day and all these cute little houses, these little phrases. So pretty. Stay curious, love this, chase after your dreams. Some beautiful items from the collection. Then the other side has all these little tags and more phrases. Something positive, such wonderful things surround you. Someday is not a day of the week. Wait, someday is not a day of the week. Life is short and the world is wide. Oh, I like that one. And look at these adorable little gnomes. These gnomes are what got me. I saw that there were gnomes and I was just like, I literally don't have a choice now. I must buy these. Look at this. I really like that. Such detail. These have a real crafted look to them. Really, really beautiful. So see how easily those go back in without having to mess around with this crinkly packaging. And yeah, I just really like repackaging them. So the other thickers that I got are called Story of Us, and these are mostly titles. There we go. I got my booster today. My arm isn't sore yet. Oops. I don't want that sticking out and getting stuck to something. And the nice thing is that you can reuse these bags as well. So because this adhesive, you know, you're sticking this ATG adhesive from paper to plastic, so it's not permanent. Like I try to kind of burnish it so it'll stay put for the entire time that I'm using it. But once you're finished with this sticker set, if you've used them all up and you're tossing them or putting them into a leftover pile or something, you can just pull this off and put this bag, keep it in your stash for the next time. So, oh, didn't mean to put those away. I wanted to show them first. So here we have some navy blue sentiments. They're very, very dark blue, almost black, like that inky blue color. And I love that it has all these little, almost like confetti embellishments as well as the phrases. So we've got little stars, little dots, little leaves, little arrows, all sorts of, look at this beautiful little heart. So it says, hello, life in photos, hello you, stories of us, every day, discover, and then right here, and some arrows, of course. Then the other side has now this, is on my mind, new routine, things to remember, daily focus, 1, 2, 3, snapshots, and 4 and 5. So lots of great options there for storytelling and titling. So then we also have these 87-piece sticker set. So this is one of those double-sided 6x12 sheets. You can open it up like that, but it stores really nicely like this. So more items from the collection, and you know, they work really well together. I like that it's not just the same thing. Like I like that there's variety. If you get both of them, you're not going to have a whole lot of repetition. We've got some cute little blackberries and those cute daisies that I like so much. Some of those florals that show up in the paper, but also look at these little bluebells and little blueberries. So pretty. Oh, that's so gorgeous. Ah, it's got that. Yay. And I just love all of these things. Thank you to those of you who suggested this, because I am going to love working with this. I did get 2 of the die cut packages and I couldn't choose, so I just said, well, I'll get them both. So I don't like keeping die cuts in their packages. I find that I never want to open them. So I'm going to cut around this. Cut this. I do like to keep this little reference sheet, and I also like to just make a note in case this ever gets separated from its collection. I want to write Fernwood, Vicky Bouton Fernwood on here. Just going to put this in here, and then as I use them, I just cross them off of the back so I don't find myself looking for something that doesn't exist. So this set is called, what is this set called? Journaling Ephemera. I should probably note that. Maybe I'll just, you know what? I think I'll just stick this in with it. Because when I'm narrating videos, sometimes I like to be specific about the products that I'm using, especially if they're still available. Oftentimes I'm scrapbooking with old stuff, but I'll have some new stuff now. So I'm not going to show every single one of these, but I just like to hold up enough to give you a sense of the quality and how they look. So they're white. They're white on the back, so they're white-based cardstock pieces, and they're really beautifully printed. I will just show you some of how they look. Oh, this is just a white, oh no, it's got a print on it. It's just very subtle. So some of these pieces are fairly big. Oh, look at that photo strip. I love this. Love, love, love. So here's some more. And, oh, look at these labels. They're perforated, so you could easily cut or even tear them apart. There we go. Oh, look at that little mushroom just begging to be popping out between some layers. A J like this. And then some more big journaling pieces. Lots of big journaling pieces in this collection. So I'll just put these back in here. And I just want to what I'm going to do here is I'm actually, because I want to keep the title of this, there we go. There we go. That's a better way to do it. And then I'll put this facing out so that I can see what is in the collection. Oh, wait a second. I almost forgot. So this little baggie here includes 10 gold foil pieces, and they look like they're vellum. So this is part of this die cut set, the journaling die cuts. So We have some flags that you could cut apart, or you could use them all together, I suppose. Oh boy, some of these are absolutely gorgeous. Oh, I didn't think I was going to like these that much. I'm not a huge fan of gold foil, to be honest with you. And I don't normally like vellum die cuts, but wow, these are really nice. Look at those. And these. And these. Really pretty. Oh, these are gorgeous. In fact, I'm going to keep these ones that I especially like out on the outside so that I can remember that I have them. I love anything with note paper and ledger paper and whatnot, so that piece really appeals to me. All right, then we have another set of ephemera. This is called Icon Ephemera, and it's a 50-piece pack. So let's see what's in this pack. I'm going to prepare my packaging, and I don't want to bring those little staples. I'm going to carefully cut around them so I don't damage my scissors. There we go. And I do want to, so yeah, I'm going to do the same thing. This is maybe how I'm going to do it from now on with all of my die cut pieces, is put the name, the little branding strip there, and put it on the back here of this. There we go. So, oh, these are coming out. They can't wait to be used. All right, so let's spread these guys out. Oh, look at these little butterflies of various sizes. Oh, look at those. Very, very nice. Birds and phrases. Blueberries, another butterfly. And then these little ones, we've got a couple of mushrooms. Whoops. Oh, some of these are so gorgeous. Ah, I can't wait to use all these. They're so pretty. All right. There we go. So that's what comes in the first pocket. And now let's see what's in the other one. I see some gnomes. Oh, and that little tree. I love that tree. That's in the pattern paper as well. Staying in the now. We've got a big giant pen. That would look really nice on a journaling piece, a journaling heavy piece. Wild Soul, and of course these sneakers. My daughter wears those sneakers, so that'll be great for me to scrapbook her. Look at these big pieces. They will work well, like maybe one or maybe two on a page, and then layered with all of those smaller pieces from the other pocket. More of those trees and a big, whatever that is, love that. Like a pod of some sort. Another one. Oh. There we go. Yay, I'm so happy to have new things. Sometimes new things just feel so good. So I'm going to assemble all of this into its little package so that I can store this collection all together. I will store it together at least for the short, and usually I keep my collections together until they're pretty whittled down. And historically I have kept the die cuts separate, but I think I'm going to stick these all in together and store the whole thing like this in my shelf. So I can't wait to work with this collection. Keep an eye on my channel and I'm sure you will see some pages featuring the beautiful Fernwood collection in the weeks to come. Take care and have a really great scrappy week.